Total Last Credit here, coming at you with another review for Kong Skull Island. Me and Miller got to see it early tonight. We're here to give our thoughts on it. This is the latest inclusion to the Monsterverse, following Godzilla, and this is also going to lead into not only Godzilla 2, but Godzilla vs. King Kong in 2020. As I said earlier, we have Miller Farrow here. Miller, how you doing, man?
Good.
It's great. And I'm Darren Leslie, and I'll be hosting today. And we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. We're just going to talk about our overall thoughts on the film, what we liked about the film, what we didn't like about the film. We're just going to jump into it. Miller, what did you think about Kong Skull Island? And this is also going to be a non-spoiler review, so don't worry about spoilers.
Right now, at least. I mean, it could go down, but I didn't think it was that great. It's just, I think there's good in it, but there's a lot of bad that overshadows it.
Yeah, I pretty much have to echo you as well. I don't think this movie's that good at all. It has its look. If you're coming to this movie to see a King Kong, I was going to this movie to see King Kong smash shit, and I was. But at the same time, I like my monster movies. I want to, because you have to. You can't just have a 2-hour CGI nonsense fest. You can't. You have to have those auxiliary characters, unless... I think Transformers is a movie that could get away with that, because you actually have these sentient beings talking, if you made a good enough movie. But with King Kong, I just don't want to see King Kong smash shit. I would like to see the human perspective, but it suffers the same problem. I'm getting into negatives, but let me try to get my overall thoughts. Sorry.
I mean, we can just do whatever. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. But it gets into... It has the same problem of Godzilla with, the human characters aren't just that interesting. They're not that interesting. And
I'd say they're better than Godzilla.
They are better than Godzilla. A tad bit better.
Besides Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, but Bryan Cranston just screamed a lot and he was sad. But
I liked them, but just they ruined that.
Yeah, when he took a fall. But it's not good. But but Miller, just focusing on what you did like about the movie. What did you actually like? Where did you take away from it?
This is a very style over substance movie. I thought they did do some cool stylistic choices where they were able to get the nitty gritty that they were going for, and still have it be stylistic. I mean, they went way overboard on that sometimes, but I thought that worked in places. The characters, they vary in quality, but I thought the acting was pretty good. I just think the actors were kind of at the dispense of poor writing, because there are some, I get how some characters are supposed to be stupid, but there are just some really dumb characters in this movie, and it's just and they're just not written in a way where it's still interesting. It's just you don't care about them at all, but I think the acting elevates it from the characters being completely terrible. And I thought the action was cool. It got a little bit too over the top and dumb. You're like, okay, I get how you're trying to do something crazy with it, but that's just a little too much. Kind of going into the negative points since we're talking about positives. But, what about you?
Well, first and foremost, King Kong. King Kong was amazing. Right? He was great. Him smashing the helicopters. His first appearance, he takes a big ape piss all over Godzilla's first appearance. Because, you know what? Godzilla's first appearance in the movie was great until they cut away. This movie, they don't cut away. They focus on him. You get to see him shrouding out the sun.
I thought it was rushed a little bit, but maybe that's just
I don't know. I didn't. I thought it was just whoa, okay, and how quickly they got into introducing him. Oh, okay.
Not like Godzilla with how much they rushed his introduction, but just how they were we're here. Oh, monkey.
Yeah, I thought him just shrouding at the sun, and you got to feel that sense of dread a little bit. And also King Kong, you sympathize with him and his loneliness as well. because he is the last of his kind. So he's a very personal character with actually a good amount of personality. I thought
more personality than some of the humans sometimes.
Yeah, and I thought the creatures were great. There are a very large variety that I was not expecting. I would say do not watch the third trailer, the final trailer. If you haven't seen the film, do not watch the final trailer because it spoils a lot of creature reveals that you don't want to know going into the film. The skull crawlers were a great antagonist. They were way better than the Mutos from Godzilla. These things are fucking brutal, and I really enjoyed that. They kill a lot of the characters in really cool ways. So that was great. That was great to see, and I like Skull Island. Like Skull Island was a cool place to.
It had personality.
Yeah, it had a lot of personality, and you know what? I guess we would go back if we're doing Kong versus Godzilla. So if we can go back there, I would like to. But yeah, that's real. And also, the most memorable sequence for me was when Kong took down that Godzilla, and it was just that one shot. I mean, when Kong took down the helicopter. Sorry, it was just that one shot, and you get to see that guy fall into Kong's mouth, and then the guy eating the sandwich. It's like that's good style. It's not just, an overabundance of style. That actually really does work.
Yeah, like when you this isn't a spoiler, but when they showed I can't remember the actor's name. He was in Silver Linings Playbook. There's a shot of explosions going off, and you see the reflection of the explosions.
Yes. That was great.
You like that?
I love that.
I thought that was veering on too much. That's when it started to go overboard for me. Like the idea was cool, but just how they did it, I'm just or just how they edited it in, I thought was really weird.
Yeah, I really did like that. And what were there any positives for you with the characters? Because I think there were a couple of standouts. I think even though his character, I don't know where the hell they were. It was really cliche, but
John Goodman.
Not John Good. I fucking hated John Goodman, but I don't know. He looked really sick. Like when he has that conversation with Samuel Jackson, he just looked really sick.
Samuel Jackson was just playing himself.
Yeah. And I don't know, was he sick or something when he was doing that? Because he looked like he was about to die. Damn.
The military or one of the military people?
Who was his best friend?
Which one?
It was the guy.
Toby Kebbell?
No. It was Jason Mitchell and the other guy.
Oh, the white guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Thomas Middleditch, I think.
Thomas.
No, that is not it. Oh, hold on, this is all fucked up.
Yeah, we're doing a good job over here.
He's in Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl.
No, not him. The other guy.
Him?
The guy with the who.
The guy had like no personality.
Yeah, the guy who he had the gun and he was just like, "Oh, my mother gave me this gun or whatever or something." He was like his best friend. Like he saved him from the spider.
The straight out Compton guy's best friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that guy, but I can't. Okay, I'll just say I can't remember the actor's name. That was a wasted 5 minutes. But yeah, Corey Hawkins and not Corey Hawkins, sorry, Jason Mitchell and his I'm forgetting the actor's name, but his friend, they had good chemistry, even though like I said, it was a little cliche. John C. Reilly was a great standout for me. I loved where his character went.
I liked him when he wasn't I thought sometimes they made him overall I thought he was a good character, but sometimes they relied too much on him being just John C. Reilly, and I thought it was kind of inconsistent with what they were already establishing.
Yeah, and there's one more character that I actually liked. That's it.
I don't know if they were great characters, but I thought Brie Larson and
Tom
Hiddleston. I thought they were good. I thought they were fine. Just maybe because they were good actors and they were able to bring some depth to their characters. But I didn't mind watching them.
They just had some rush scene. There was just one.
Their characters were they started out at one point in the movie, then very quickly changed to another.
Yeah, they just rush out of that scene. Every single time they attempt to at least develop some character, they get the fuck out of that scene. I don't know why they do that.
Some scenes looked unfinished too.
Yeah, that's it. Like there's a scene with John C. Reilly. It's just like, did you guys cut something out? Like when he's saying something, and then when he gets up, it's a completely different tone. It's like he's finishing a part of a sentence we never got to see. And there's also just a huge negative for me where a lot of people die because of a character withholding information. Like that is really easy just to say, hey, this thing's different now, but it's
yeah, that was they could have easily made a better solution to that.
Yeah, it's this movie. I mean, it's a mess, but it's a beautiful mess at the same time because there is good in it, but
and it looks nice for the most part.
Yeah, because it was Larry Fong. He shot the thing, and it really pays off. But yeah, overall, I know this was.
I mean, we're probably going to be in the minority on this. But
we were probably because I think a lot of people are going to find fun with this, especially our comparisons to Godzilla. This is a bit better monster movie than Godzilla. There's a better variety of creatures as well, which I really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but just the woman running the screening I went to at the beginning, she was just like, "Oh yeah, it's just one of those fun turn your brain off movies," and it is really one of those turn your brain off movies.
Yeah, and also I think it actually works with the scares too. It can be a little scary.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, not like hardcore scary, but it's just like, I jumped a little bit, so. But, yeah, we're probably going to be in the minority of this, but yeah, we just thought it was okay. I mean, did you think it did, how did you feel about the world building without going into spoilers?
It was a bit, lazy, kind of like in that Godzilla way of life, because they were just like when they introduce John C. Reilly's character, he's just like, for a little bit of the movie, he's just there to explain stuff to everyone. He's like when Ken Watanabe in Godzilla, not as bad, but they give him more personality. But yeah, it just seemed like some of the world building, I mean, it's kind of hard to explain without going into specifics, but like some of the world building was just like, okay, they did it, but it was just kind of like rushed and like half-assed how they did it.
Yeah, I mean, this movie kind of made me hate shared universes for a second. And, yeah, the exposition in this movie is awful, but yeah.
And the ending, too, I don't know what the hell.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Like, that was so weird. I was like, oh, there's more to it. Not like that. Oh, not the very end. I like the very end, which you'll see when you see them. When you know what I'm talking about when you see the movie. But like the ending, when it's like you think it's ending at first, like that was really weird.
Yeah, that was strange. But I mean, overall thoughts. Did you have any more thoughts on the creatures or anything? Or
I thought it felt. I thought a lot of the creatures were cool. It just felt like sometimes like, oh, it's King Kong, we got to put these creatures in, or it felt like a video game where it's like, oh, this level you fight this creature, this level you fight that creature. Like it felt like it kind of lost the structure when they got to Skull Island for a little bit until. But I did like how there's kind of dual storylines going on in places, and I thought that was interesting, even though it wasn't exactly done the best the whole time.
Yeah, and that entire skeleton yard sequence was a huge letdown from what we've seen in the trailers. But,
I thought, yeah, it was weird because there's one thing like Tom Hiddleston does specifically, and then he stops doing it. And I'm just like, what the fuck did you stop doing that for?
Yeah,
you know. Like, yeah. There was just like parts, and that happened throughout the movie where I was like, the character was being smart, and then not doing a stupid thing. Then they started doing idiots. That. Yeah, they start doing that stupid thing in the middle. In the middle, I'm like, what the?
Yeah, like one soldier almost sets fucking Brie Larson on fire. It's like, what the hell is going on here? But
Yeah, it's just a mess, but it could be entertaining. It'll probably give the audiences enough what they're looking for.
Yeah, hopefully this is the movie people wanted, I guess. But yeah, overall, I thought this movie was not good. It has its moments. Even some of the characters have their moments where I laughed, but it's just like they don't let these moments simmer, and you don't get to simmer on these characters to literally learn who they are. Because, like I said, a good monster movie, you have to have these. We have to care about these people because some of these people are going to die, and a lot of these people are going to be in terrible situations where you really want to be on the edge of your seat, like, what's going to happen, man? And none of that happened in this movie, and none of it. There had a lot of moments that you have to earn in order to get there, but they never earned it. So, yeah, this was a sloppy piece of shit. That's too strong. I'm sorry. This was just a sloppy film, and a sloppy shared universe world building thing that.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna get on the right track after Godzilla, but
yeah,
no.
Maybe Godzilla 2 would be that perfect middle ground. But Miller, your closing thoughts?
Yeah, it's just it offers a good amount of good, but the not good just really just contaminates it from being the fun. I mean, it's fun in places, but just the really enjoyable movie it could have been, because there was a lot of things in the movie that, if expanded on, could have worked really well.
Yeah. Or at least slow down a little bit. I'm like, just take a minute. Just breathe.
Because at the beginning I was like, okay, this is maybe a little slow, but they're at least like building stuff up, and then they get to the Skull Island, it's just like, whoop!
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
So, yeah, that was our... Excuse me. That was our review on... I almost said Logan. Guess what I have in my head? That was our review on... What are we talking about again?
Skull Island.
That was our review of Kong Skull Island.
Shows you how much we cared about the movie.
Pretty much. Yeah, that was our review on Skull Island. Damn it. Kong Skull Island. So, what did you guys think of this review? And are you still looking forward to King Kong? What are you looking forward to in King Kong? And, you know, we know the movie doesn't come out for another 2 weeks, but we still want to hear your thoughts on whether or not you're still excited or whether or not you're on the fence. So please leave some comments down there below, and also hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. And also look out this weekend for our Logan non-spoiler review. I don't know exactly what that's going to be. I guess we'll decide that later, but we're definitely going to be doing a review on Logan.
It'll probably be spoiled.
Okay, well, we're going to be doing a spoiler review for Logan on Friday after we all get a chance to see it. Really excited for that film. And with all that being said, Miller, where can people find you?
At Miller Farrow on Twitter.
And you guys can find me at Darren Leslie Jr. and at Darren Leslie Jr.'s reviews on YouTube and here at Till the Last Credit. So with all that being said, Till the Last Credit here, signing off, and we'll catch you guys next time.